So what we're going to do is we're going to open up to the panel. There's a couple of questions I want to take or go through, and then if there's anyone who wants to ask any questions off the floor, that would be fantastic. But essentially what we're trying to do here in terms of setting the scene is, if you think about, is everyone familiar with the upgrade bids that you can currently do on a lot of airlines, like SQ, CX, that's being rolled out? 10 years ago, when companies like a number of companies would approach airlines like Caravello, a Spanish outfit who provide an upgrade solution. They'd come and approach an airline and say, hey, we've got this upgrade package. The immediate thing, and I guarantee you the thought process that an airline would take was, I'm not interested because you're devaluing my product. The fact is they're worried that someone was traveling in economy a traveler who would travel in business class all the time would all of a sudden start traveling in economy and just bid for an upgrade all the time. And if they get it 5 times out of 10, happy days, but they're saving a whole heap of money. So airlines were absolutely petrified at this product. What you've seen now over the past couple of years is a huge take-up in upgrade products, because airlines have suddenly got their head around how they can make this work for the benefit of the airline rather than degrading the product. So here we are, we've got a number of guys who have got some fantastic products, and what they're going to do is they're going to do an elevator pitch to tell us what their product is, what their business is doing, what the problem is that they're trying to solve, and each one has a minute, and I'm going to be absolutely tyrannical on this.
Mystifly is an airfare consolidation and aggregation platform that aggregates over 700 airlines, including low-cost carriers. We are a single consummation and a distribution platform that has the ability to search, book, ticket, service, and settle transactions in multiple currencies with our marketplace. So suppliers on our platform get paid in their local currency, customers who are OTAs, travel management companies, tour operators, and so on, and other businesses that has interest in travel, they settle with us in their currency as well. So from a long tail standpoint, what we do for the large OTAs and travel intermediaries is to bring in content which they don't have access to, specifically in markets where they may not be live. And for the SME businesses, we bring in all the content that is needed for them to service a global customer base.
Okay, Rajeev?
Well, for us, it was about creating a business model that is sustainable, profitable right from the beginning, and not really burning investor money or getting carried away by driving discounts to grow the business. So we were pretty focused on a small customer base that was profitable, and in that process we could make sure that the customer discovery process, or for that matter the validation process of the business, is kind of established very well. Once that was done, we started driving better efficiency, and I guess right now we are in that efficiency process. So in the last few years, since 2009, we've had the opportunity to work with some marquee names, both in the TMC world and in the OTA world. So every new customer that comes on board is a great success story for us. We celebrate that, and we want to make sure that we are doing the best for them in terms of their discovery process is concerned.
Okay. Rajeev, in terms of your tips?
So when we went to the airlines didn't see a need for somebody like Mystifly.
Yep.
So for us, like
how did you make them love you?
So like in the military, one way is to attack direct, or you attack from the fringes.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to not take any frontal attack model with the airlines, rather operate from the fringe, address opportunities that gave us competitive advantage, drive growth, drive transactions that in a way got the attention of the airlines, and then getting the airlines to come over and say, we want to partner and work with you. So initially when we went out, it was a no, but then of late what we're seeing is airlines coming out, reaching out to us, wanting us to participate in a few of the pilot programs that we're running. So it's worked this way for us, but I'm not saying that's going to work for everyone exactly the same way, but this is how we approach the problem.
Okay. Rajeev?
We became profitable in about 3 months. First few customer acquisition happened pretty easy, without difficulty.
I classify your company as very successful then. 3 months to profitability, that's pretty
good. We actually broke even very, very early in our life cycle as an organization. And like I mentioned, it was very important for us to drive a profitable business. So we were very conscious of what we were doing and who we were acquiring and what we were doing for them. So all along, that focus remained within the business. So it was not about just doing something for the heck of it, but clearly driving value for our customer and growing the business because of the impact that we make for them. So last few years, let me put it this way. All along, what we've also done is to try attempting to disrupt our own model. So a model that we thought was good for us last year, we kind of try questioning that model and reinvent that model in a better, efficient manner. So we've gone through that disruption within the business twice, and in the process have driven more efficiency while continuing to remain focused on profitability.
Give me one or two examples of what airlines could do better when they're dealing with startups like yours and innovators such as yourself. Sure. That's certainly a trend that's been happening more and more with airlines. Even SQ do it here in Singapore. In terms of getting in startups, tech firms to try to offer solutions to problems that they have. I mean, that seems to be a positive trend, I would argue, and it seems to be taking off quite steadily. But anyway.
Yeah, I think the airline hackathons are more internal focused. They possibly attempting to partner with travel startups pretty early in their life cycle to solve specific problems that they have, be it in the area of customer experience or crew experience, or for that matter, logistics or operations. So it doesn't really cover a wide industry problem. Most of their more specific internal problem, trying to figure out solutions to the problems that they are possibly having. So we haven't participated in any of those, but mostly that's what we see.
Okay, and back to my original question, what could airlines do better?
So I think
you sense the exasperation in this man. It's like we're dealing with these guys for ages. They're horrible people, so off we go.
Yeah, I'm sure the kind of problems that we had talking to an airline 8 years back is more or less similar kind of experiences that most of the today's startups who are wanting to do in the airspace, possibly face. So we normally find airlines pretty closed, wanting to do things in a particular way. And it would be great if airlines open up and try doing smaller pilots. Not necessarily that they have to buy into every single idea, but at least spend maybe 1 day out of 365 days, dedicated to support and cure startups and how they could potentially impact distribution problems of theirs or efficiency problems of theirs. When we are more in the distribution space, so for me, my request would also always be spend that 1 day with businesses that are focused on distribution and hear them out and talk more to them.
So you have, for one distinct moment over a couple of days, and they have it in Salt Lake City, so you can't escape. And they have this one moment of a couple of days where almost every LCC, from Ryanair to all the other carriers you can think of, in one room. And there is a lot of knowledge sharing going on. No one listens to the Navitaire stuff, they send their distribution people to that, but the senior managers are typically there sharing ideas, all in a legal way, of course, but typically that's how insider knowledge is passed on in terms of, oh, I'm working with so-and-so, you should try them out, and then someone else picks it up. But it's quite interesting how those conferences are used, because they're typically closed, they're not public like this. You can't attend unless you're in airlines, so you're not, sorry to say, molested by suppliers and would-be startups and everything like that. And you really do get to talk proper shop about what people are seeing and what the trends are in the marketplace. So that's just one tip. Just to sort of wrap up, we've got a few more minutes. Is there any questions from the audience, or is everyone just dying for drinks? I see some very, very strong nods there, so I'm not going to take any questions from the audience. That's good. We'll make my life easy, and we'll move on towards drinks. One more question, or just a follow-up question for the panel then. For any budding enterprises out there who are looking to approach airlines, get through the door, hopefully read your LinkedIn email, all of that type of stuff, what are the 2 or 3 best pieces of advice to break down that door to get into the airline customer and hopefully be able to make your pitch?
Take a lot of time, so have the patience and start small with some pilots that you can demonstrate, and continue to keep doing that until somebody shows interest and accepts you.